Hey guys, today let us understand what is digism and how to implement it. Before solving digism, so in this video I'll explain you how to solve digism using recursion. Before solving digism, let us know what sum of digits mean. Sum of digits of a number can be obtained by adding each digit of the number. Let us take an example. Let's say n equal to 980. The sum of its digits can be obtained by performing addition operation on each of its digits. 9 plus 8 plus 0, which results in 17. This 17 is the sum of digits present in this n value. Similarly, digisum can be obtained by adding digits of a number recursively until the sum obtained resembles a single digit. Again, let us take an example. Let's say n equal to 980. Initially, we'll perform the same operation like what we have done in sum of digits, where we obtain 17, and now we'll update the n value as 17, and then we'll perform the same operation like sum of digits on this n value, where it results in the digit 8. Now we have obtained the result as a single digit. Here we'll stop our process, and this will be the digisum of 980. So let us know how to code this. Open any IDE or any online compiler. We'll perform this task using Python. Let's take n value and pass this n value to a function where we'll write the code to obtain the digisum. Let's say the function is sum1. Here we'll define the function sum1 and take the argument. So as I've previously said, we'll do this task using recursion. So in order to perform the recursion, we need a base case. Base case is that it indicates when to stop the process. So I have explained in the PPT that we have to stop this process when we obtain the sum as a single digit. So put that condition here. Whenever n value is less than or equal to 9, just stop the process and return that n value to its parent function, where this function has been called. If we didn't arrive to the solution, then we'll perform the sum of digits as I've already explained. So in order to perform sum of digits, we'll loop until the present n value is greater than 0, and we'll take each digit of the number by performing modular division on the number by 10. it returns the last digit of n. We have to add this digit to a variable. So first we'll initialize this variable s as 0 because initially the sum will be 0, and we'll add this r value. Next, as we have already took the last digit of the n, we need to reduce that n by performing normal division by 10. Here let's take an example. If let's say n equal to 32, we have already obtained the last digit and stored it in r, like r equal to 2. So we need to reduce this n value to obtain the remaining number. So when we perform n equal to by 10, then we'll obtain the digit 3, like n will be updated as 3. So this process goes on until n value is greater than 0, and when we have computed the sum of all digits, we need to assign or update n as the sum, and we need to recursively call someone in order to obtain the digisum, as I've already explained. So I think we are done with the code. Let's run it. Sorry, we have to print the k value. Let's run it. Give any n value, let's say 1999, and we'll get the digisum as 1 because 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 9 is 19, 19 plus 9 is 28, and this 28 is again passed into someone, and then we'll perform the sum of its digits where we get 2 plus 8 which results in 10. Again the base condition is not satisfied, so it is again passed into someone, and will perform sum of its digits where 1 plus 0 will result in 1, and then again it is recursively passed into someone where the n value is now 1, which is less than or equal to 9 because it is a single digit, so we'll return that n value. So that is printed over here. This might take a long time to compute the result because we'll be using loops over here. So I'll tell you a method wherein you can obtain the solution in order of 1 complexity. Let's code that. Take the input, so if you want to obtain the digisum of any number, just perform modular division by 9 and you'll get the digisum of that number. So digisum of 23 will be 5 because 2 plus 3 results in 5, and digisum of 54 results in 0 because divi- it is its modulus with 9 is 0. So whenever you'll get a 0, you need to check that condition. So but its digisum is not 0, so we'll look into that. Whenever n value is 0, we don't perform any modular operation on that number because it always results in 0. So we'll print just 0. Else we need to check. Let's store r as n modular 9. We need to check if r is 0 because as I have demonstrated previously, when 54 modular 9, we'll get a number 0, but the sum of the digisum of that number is not 0. So whenever r is 0, we'll print 9. Else we'll print the value present in r. So let's run this. Let's again give the input as 1999. We'll obtain the same result. Let's check for another input. 287. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17, and 1 plus 7 is 8. So previously we have recursively added all these numbers, but here we can directly obtain the solution. So let's give any multiple of 9. 54. Here we can obtain 9 because 5 plus 4 is 9. So that's it from this video.